Good morning! It is the final day of Vlogmas, or the final video of Vlogmas this week, which feels very strange to me because I'm filming all of this in advance and this is actually just the start of December right now, but I hope that you have had a fantastic time watching this series. I have had such a fun time filming it, and I'm so excited to be able to do this vlog because this is a vlog of me reading Christmassy books for a week. On the TBR, we have got 2 books because I've learnt my lessons from past TBRs and making them too ambitious, so we just have the 2. We have got The Christmas Appeal by Janice Hallett, and we've also got Midnight at the Christmas Bookshop by Jenny Colgan. I read The Appeal last year on holiday and I loved it. It was such a quick read because this is a mixed media book. It was told through emails, through text messages, through various different correspondence, and it just made the story move along really quickly because there are no chapters. So you just keep thinking, oh, I'll just read another page of this, and then you just ended up reading the whole book. So I really enjoyed The Appeal, which was a murder mystery told through that mixed media. So I'm very excited for The Christmas Appeal. The tagline for The Christmas Appeal is "One dead Santa, a town full of suspects, will you discover the truth?" So it feels like, as a reader, I am also being involved and get to try and work out what's happening here, which I'm really excited about. I did start this last night. I've only read up to page 26, but I'm already remembering what I loved about the first one. This style is very unputdownable because of the mixed media format, because there are no chapters. You are moving along very quickly to the next bit, and you constantly are telling yourself, well, I could just read another page, I could just read another page, and then you just keep going until you finish the book, basically, which is what I did with The Appeal. So I'm sure once I've had time to properly sit down with this, I'll probably do the same because it's quite short as well. But also another reason I love this is I think that it is a great observational novel as to how different people react, and I think it does such a good job of that in this book as well as in The Appeal. It basically shows these correspondence between many different characters, and they each have different traits that I think are in some way either relatable or somebody that you know type of characters, and I love that. I think that it's done in a really satirical, clever way as a people observation type of novel, so I really enjoyed that side of it. I also love that this doesn't feel like a spoof gimmicky type of book at the moment. I wasn't really sure if it would or not, but at the moment it doesn't feel like that. It just feels like an extension of the first book. So this is book 1 for the vlog. And then I've also got Jenny Colgan's Midnight at the Christmas Bookshop. I'm so excited about this one. This is the sequel to The Christmas Bookshop, which I read last Christmas and I loved it. That book is following our main character who moves to Edinburgh to live with her sister and work in a bookshop that really needs saving, and she does her best to do that at the same time as there being a romantic entanglement. So it's a contemporary romance. I'm not going to tell you what this one is about specifically because I don't want to spoil the ending of the first book and how that goes, but this one is following on from the events in that book, and I'm so excited because honestly that book was just Christmas perfection last year. It was everything I wanted in a Christmassy read. I so desperately want to own my own bookshop and work in a bookshop, and this allows me to do that a little bit through the pages of this story, and I love it when books can let me do that. So I'm very excited to dive back into this world and just be back in this bookshop because it was so lovely in the Edinburgh setting. It's just, if you want a good Christmas contemporary book, I would highly recommend this series, and I haven't even read the second one yet. I would love to tell you we have some grand exciting plans happening this week because in other vlogs I have been kind of going more places, but honestly it's just a chill one this week, which I think is quite nice. I'm on the wind down to Christmas now and I want to make sure that everything is prepped and ready for the break. So we're just having a nice chill relaxed week reading some Christmassy books. It's going to be a good time. I'd like to take a moment to talk about the sponsor of today's video, Serious Readers. We're in the middle of the shortest days of the year, the heart of winter, but my Serious Light, which is the high definition model, really helps to transform my mornings and evenings. I obviously read a lot, but with the Serious Light I don't feel like I'm straining my eyes or struggling to see the page. Serious Lights use daylight wavelength technology, which replicates the daylight spectrum as closely as technically possible. The high definition model has honestly made such a difference to me, and it looks really good in my space. It's easy to turn on and off, as well as to adjust the beam and brightness. I really can't recommend the Serious Lights range enough. Having been using my high definition light for over a year now, I don't know what my morning and evening routine would be like without it. You can use my code SR433 to receive £100 off high definition lights and get free delivery, or you can use the link in my description. Thank you so much, Serious Readers, for sponsoring this video. Good evening, it is Tuesday. I haven't spoken to you at all today yet. I have read some of my book, not finished it yet, but I do intend to finish it later tonight. tonight. I'm on Patreon sprints for the rest of the evening, but I've just been doing some editing. I have got a video that I am prepping for the weekend for Vlogmas, and I'm really pleased with how it turned out. I much prefer doing vlog content rather than sit-down videos, but I know that people enjoy sit-down videos, and I do like doing them on occasion. And I've just filmed my, well, not just filmed, but I've just been editing what I previously filmed for my Christmas book recommendations, or like my gift buying guide for book lovers this Christmas, and I'm so pleased with how it turned out. I always find them really overwhelming because I just panic about thinking about the plots of books when I have so many to tell at once. But I think it turned out really well. So I've just finished editing that and I'm exporting it at the moment, and I'm also on Patreon live sprints for the rest of the evening, so I'm hoping that that'll give me an opportunity to finish the Christmas appeal, which I am currently 60 something pages into, but honestly the format of this is just so quick, it's so entertaining that I'm just gonna whiz through it, and I can't wait to do that, to be honest, because it's just so immersive and I love it. It's great fun, it's very funny. Also, I haven't opened my advent calendar yet, so I thought we could do that together. So my mum and I always get each other picture advent calendars, and we always guess, or try to guess, what's behind each door. So I thought we could have a little bit of a guess today. I have to find number 5 first. Here we go. Okay. Pop in the comments what you think will be behind door number 5. So far, we have had a squirrel on a branch of holly, a Christmas hat, a sleigh, and a little dog in a Christmas sack. I think it's going to be a bell. That's what I'm going for, just like a little gold bell. Pause the video, pop it in the comments, I'm gonna open it up and you can find out if you were correct. Okay, not a bell, but it's a bauble. It's very cute. That's my advent calendar for the day. I normally do it in the morning, but I'd completely forgotten, so that was cute. I'm gonna do some dinner soon, a little bit, and then I'm just gonna sit in the lounge and read for the rest of the night until I have finished the appeal, the Christmas appeal. I finished the Christmas appeal. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was a chaotic mystery. It was around a panto, which just made it feel very wholesome and Christmassy at the same time as not really being wholesome because it's about a dead Santa, but it was fun. It was what I wanted it to be. It didn't feel like it was too spoofy or anything. I think sometimes when you have Christmas specials of books that have already been really successful, it can like feel like just an additional spoof layer onto that first book, but it didn't feel like that. It just felt like an extension of the appeal, and I think if you're after a Christmassy read with a bit of a mystery in it, it's quite good fun. I do like the mixed media format. I think it flows incredibly well and it just adds to the humour and the chaoticness of this, so I really liked it. Yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. I'm gonna start, where is it? I'm gonna start Midnight at the Christmas Bookshop a little bit later. I'll probably just get ready for bed and then start it in bed later, because we've got one more sprint that we're on at the moment that I just finished this in, so I'm just gonna probably watch a little bit of Grey's Anatomy because I'm so obsessed with that show at the moment. I can't stop watching it. When I'm not watching it, I'm thinking about watching it, so I'm probably gonna do that for the rest of the night and then read in bed later. I've literally only read 35 pages of this book, but at the moment, I'm not really clicking with it in the way I did the first one. The first one I loved because it had the magic of a bookshop and the transformation of this bookshop and trying to save this bookshop, and that was very much one of the main themes alongside the romance, whereas at the moment this one has been very purely centric on the romance as opposed to the bookshop. Granted, I'm only 35 pages in, I'm not really giving it much of a chance yet. And I mean, I am giving it a chance, like I'm still gonna keep reading it, absolutely, and I'm still enjoying it. It's just missing a little something for me, and I'm really hoping that we get back to the bookshop magic. At the moment, it's kind of like we're having a this is what you missed on Glee moment, and we're just going through everything that's happened since the last book, which yes is helpful, but also I'm kind of a little bit bored and I want it to get to the Christmassy part because that's what I'm reading this for. Also, I can't remember what I thought of the romance the first time around with this, but I am not liking this romance. They are not clicking, and I don't know if Jenny Colgan's trying to do like a romantic love interest switcheroo or something and is trying to deliberately make it not click, but at the moment I feel like they are not living their best lives with each other, and I know that the blurb literally tells us that the love interest is going away or something. The love of her life has flown thousands of miles away, so the blurb literally tells us that. So we know that that situation has happened, and the blurb also tells us, hang on, there's a very distractingly cute male nanny. So I don't know if there's a new love interest being introduced, I'm not really sure, but I am here for the Christmassy bookshop vibes, so I just want those vibes to to come fully out. But yes, I'm literally only 35 pages in, but I just thought I'd give you immediate thoughts. I'm sure it'll pick up. I just haven't really had much of a chance to sit down and read, and I probably won't have much of a chance to sit down and read until tomorrow night and the weekend. We're doing Patreon sprints again tomorrow night, which is Friday. It's currently Thursday. I'm off to a pub quiz tonight. So more reading Friday night, more reading Saturday, and more reading Sunday, because I don't have any weekend plans, which is very unusual for me to have nothing planned. And I'm quite looking forward to it, because I think what I'm going to do is read a lot and also probably wrap all my Christmas presents, because I kind of like the idea of wrapping. Last year I decorated all my own wrapping paper myself. And that took a lot because I was stamping it myself and then waiting for the ink to dry and then stamping more, and it was quite a long process, and I don't know if I'm going to do that again this time, but I always like the idea of wrapping up everything all lovely and making it all look really pretty, and then I start doing it and I just kind of get bored, to be honest. So I might stick some Grey's Anatomy on, or a Christmas film. My current obsession with Grey's Anatomy is meaning that I'm not watching anything but Grey's Anatomy, so I'm not watching Christmas films. I was in the middle of a Walking Dead watch as well. I seem to have stopped that for Grey's Anatomy, and I don't really know when that's going to stop, my Grey's Anatomy obsession, because there's a lot of seasons and I'm only nearing the end of season 5 at the moment, which is this season, and I know that it only gets more heavy. I need to stop talking about Grey's Anatomy now. At this point it is just all I think about. So back to Christmas books and the pub quiz I'm going to, but then tomorrow, Christmas books. I swear to God I'm getting whiplash from this goddamn book, and I think that might be me pinpointing what it is that I'm not really clicking with it at the moment for. We are going between multiple different time periods over the course of a year, and also multiple different characters' perspectives, but it's never really established if we're in the past or the present and whose perspective we're following until like it mentions something to do with that character. And I'm finding that really disjointing, and I'm finding it really frustrating, and I think that is why I'm not quite clicking with it. And I really want to click, so I'm gonna keep giving it another chance, but I've read more than when I last spoke to you and I'm still not loving it, which is such a shame because I loved the first one so much. This one just isn't hitting the same. I've reached the page 139 mark in this book, chapter 14. So far, it's getting a little bit more Christmassy. We're getting a little bit more into the bookshop element of the story. Still just don't really feel like I'm that bothered by the romance happening. And again, I might watch back a previous vlog and see how I felt about the romance in the first book, because it just isn't hitting for me here. But the plan for today, I'm going to go into town a little bit. I'm going to grab some lunch in town, I think, which might be a mistake because it is 2 Saturdays before Christmas and I feel like it's going to be really busy. But we'll see how that goes. I'm walking in, so I don't have to worry about like how busy the parking is going to be, but I'm going to do that. I need to pick up some wrapping paper, I think, and also just have a little bit of a slow browse. So I'm going to sit and read in a cafe, and then I think I'm going to pick up the audiobook for this so I can listen to it whilst I'm wrapping Christmas presents. And hopefully today I can finish this book. I'm back from town and it wasn't too much of a mistake, but I did buy so much wrapping supplies. It's a little excessive. However, I like to make my wrapping look nice. I still don't know whether I'm going to use the word enjoy wrapping, but I find it very satisfying. I think maybe I enjoy wrapping like the first 3 gifts, and then cue to like a lot of time later and I'm still wrapping, I enjoy it a little less. But I'm gonna do a little haul because I love watching like stationery type of hauls, and it's kind of stationery, it's wrapping products. Also, I have made progress in this book and it is getting better. Our main character is just really on a miserable streak, and you know, that's fine as long as like hopefully there's a little bit of joy inserted at some point, because at the moment she is just kind of complaining about everything, which I'm just finding a little bit repetitive. But I am over halfway now, so I have made pretty good progress, so I'm going to listen to the audiobook whilst I wrap. I'm kind of hoping that I can finish it whilst I'm still wrapping, because I kind of want to put The Holiday on, or some kind of Christmas film. I didn't watch The Holiday last year, and that is one of my favourite Christmas films because I get to live out my dream of having a cottage in the middle of the countryside via Cameron Diaz / Kate Winslet. So I would like to watch that tonight. I would like to finish this book, but I'm going to give you a little stationery haul. Okay, I'm bad at estimating how much wrapping paper I need. So I bought 4 rolls. We have this shop, hang on, what's it actually called? I always forget the name of the shop. Where's something that has the name? Right, the shop is called Sostrine Greens. This came to my town last year, and honestly, I love it so much, especially at Christmas time. So all of this is from there. Sorry, also, the light is leaving me quickly, so if it's a little dark, I apologize. Anyway, I got wrapping paper. These are the wrapping papers I got. Last year, I decorated my own wrapping paper with just like some plain brown wrapping paper, and then I stamped it, and I might stamp a little bit of this one, but I think it was just a bit too much to take on, so I have bought some that's still got the brownness to it. I think my favorite one is either this one, or I really like this one because it's got all the little houses on it, which I think is really cute. This theme comes back into my haul. I bought ribbons. I got so many ribbons. Why have I done this to myself? My logic was if I don't use this stuff this year, I can just use it in the future, so I'm investing in my future wrapping abilities. But I got a couple of different red and green ribbons, if that is focusing at all. Red and green ribbons, some stringy, ropey, ribbony thing to tie on labels with, and this one as well, which is a little bit of a deeper red with a bit of gold in it. I just feel like I want that kind of traditional cute feel about it. I don't know if that's what I'm going to achieve or not. Very exciting sellotape. I got some more gold wax because I do like to wax seal, which again is something that probably just takes me way longer than it should, but I bought some more gold wax because I bought a little stamp last year for my wax seals that says something like delivered from the North Pole or something like that, which is really cute. The house theme coming back into it. I got the little tags. I love these so much. They're so cute. A little gift bag, some tissue paper. I wanted something more Christmassy than this just to go in the gift bag, but this was all that they had. It was either this or black, and I felt like this was a little bit more festive. And I got some stickers. These ones can go straight onto any wrapping as an alternate to labels. I like to give myself options, you can tell. And these ones are just cute little decorative stickers. And then I got this to keep this all in, so I can just put it under my bed. Hang on. I can put it under my bed, and then next year I can forget I've put it under my bed and buy it all again. Obviously the intent would be that I actually remember and just pull that under my bed, and then I've got all the wrapping stuff again. Also, I got some chocolates from Marks & Spencer's. I got these little caterpillar things, which apparently have a soft white chocolate flavour filling in the middle, so I'm quite excited about those. And I got the traditional golden coins. I go a little bit OTT at Christmas. I really enjoy making other people happy, and I love gift giving at Christmas, and I love being able to see my family and friends open their gifts. So we're gonna be here for a while. Whilst I wrap pretty much all of my presents. I'm gonna try and do some kind of filming of that process, because again, I love watching people film that kind of thing, but it's really tricky to film it and not get the present in the frame, and I don't want to accidentally spoil anyone's presents if any of the recipients of those presents are watching this video. So I will attempt that. Hopefully I can finish my book. Hang on, how long exactly do I have left? I have 1 hour and 58 minutes, so I'm hopeful that I can get through that today and hopefully watch a Christmas film as well. I put all the supplies in this little box and it looks so cute. I have got my decoration station at the ready. I've got a Christmassy ASMR room on. I've got my audiobook. I am ready to wrap some presents. I'm surrounded by a complete and utter mess, but I think I'm about halfway through my wrapping, and I finished Midnight at the Christmas Bookshop. This definitely got more bookshop focused as it went on, and it definitely had the magic that the first one had for the bookshop side of things. I just really didn't care about the romance. Didn't care at all, really couldn't feel invested, and not necessarily thrilled with how that whole kind of theme throughout the story went, personally. And that's all I'll say on that. I didn't have a bad time with it as such, I just didn't really love it as much as I'd hoped to. I think the first one had a unique kind of Christmassy magic to it with the bookshop, and this one definitely had the bookshoppy magic and the Christmassy magic, but I think I just felt frustrated a lot of the times. The writing felt clunky as well. I felt like I was rereading quite a lot of lines because they just didn't read in the most easy format to start with, so I felt like I was spending a lot of time rereading bits, so I didn't really feel like it had the flow. Just generally, it disappointed me a little bit, unfortunately. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars, so it's kind of mid-range, but I'm going to finish my wrapping now and continue, or start watching The Holiday. I have finished my Christmas wrapping, I have finished watching The Holiday, I have finished reading my Christmassy books, so it is about time to wrap up this video and wrap up Vlogmas. I'm filming these videos out of order, so for me this isn't the last Vlogmas video that I am filming, but it's the last one that you'll be watching, so thank you so much for watching this series. Thank you so much for supporting my content, especially over the last year and throughout the month of December for Vlogmas. I hope you've had fun watching all these videos. I love doing this. It's not something I'm able to do every year because it is a lot. I didn't do it last year, I don't think, but I did the year before, I think. But it's always so much fun, and I'm so appreciative for everybody who has watched and interacted with this content. I'm especially appreciative, of course, for my Patreon community who are always so supportive. If you ever would like to join my Patreon community, it is linked down below. We have an active Discord server, we have a book club, we have Lightroom presets, we have shop discounts, we have digital downloads, we have weekly sprints, we have readathons. There is just so much, and I love this community so much, and I'm so thankful for them. Thank you so much everybody for watching this Vlogmas content. I am so glad my Christmas wrapping is done. I'm so glad I was able to get that done today because that was kind of hanging over me knowing that I had to do that, and whilst it is quite a satisfying process, it just takes so long and it hurts my back so much, so I'm glad that that is done. I really enjoyed rewatching The Holiday, and I'm just going to settle down now and watch the 3rd anniversary episode of Doctor Who, which I'm really excited about. So thank you so much for watching this video and this whole Vlogmas series. Merry Christmas. I will see you in the next one.